Hi there everybody, it's UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator Halsey here from slimandstylish.stampinup.net. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today we're going to be making 2 cards but putting in 1 piece of effort, and we're going to be using the Fruitful Blessing stamp set, which is a gorgeous stamp set that's in the Winter Mini. And I love this. If you are a colouring addict like I am, there is so many bits to get colour in, whether it's watercolour, whether it's the aqua markers or blends. You can get colouring away with this one. So what you want to do is you want 1 piece of paper that's the same size as your cardstock. So this is 10.5 centimetres by 14.8. And you just want to stamp a complete background. Now you don't have to use this stamp set. I mean, it's gorgeous and I would recommend it, but you can use any stamp set that will create a pretty background for you. And the best bit about this is going to make 2 cards. So you're putting in the effort once, but you get 2 gorgeous cards out the back of it. Now, don't forget those edges. You can see that I'm just going in and putting a bit of detail on those as well, so that the whole piece of cardstock looks full. And then get to colour in. So I'm using soft sea foam. I'm using Lost Lagoon. And I'm using the colour lifter with a few of these as well to add dimension in. But you want to get colouring all the way around. And don't worry, you'll notice in a bit that I come back to different bits because I missed them. I also use Bubble Bath, and this one here is Fresh Freesia. And I'm just trying to get as many pastel colours on as possible. It wouldn't be a Halsey card without using Pool Party. I love that colour. I haven't used it for ages, so I wanted to get in. And then this is Azure Afternoon. So I haven't used this at all. So this was my brief for this card. I am going to use Azure Afternoon. And there you are. Isn't it gorgeous? So this is Light Smoky Slate. And what I'm doing here is I'm just giving each of the stamped images a shadow. So rather than colouring in the whole background, I'm just giving it a little shadow to make it pop off the card. This helps it look 3D. It looks like you've cut it and stuck it on because it's got a shadow behind it. It's a really cool technique. I love it, and it's really simple to do. And all you do is use your bullet tip and you just go around the edges of each of the stamped images. And you can see the difference between the top ones that I've done and the bottom ones I haven't. I would really recommend it. And then wild wheat for the centres of the flowers, and that's all my colouring done. So these are our basic border dies. These are so useful to have in your toolkit. Love them. This is the one I'm going to be using. It's scalloped and it looks like an envelope. I'm going to pop it through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and there we go. I've cut it there. Now, Azure Afternoon is beautiful, and like I said, I wanted to focus on this for this project. So I have cut myself 5 centimetres by 14.8 centimetres and split that with the exact same die. So you can then just stick it underneath the panel that you had stamped, okay? You don't need to do it the full size of the panel. That's just a waste of cardstock because no one will see it underneath. You just want that edging on. So then stick it down using your multi-purpose liquid glue, or you can use your tape runner if you want to. And you'll see that when you do that, you've got your card, but split into 2. Now you need your card bases. And as I said, we're making 2 cards. So you need 2 card bases. These are A4, cut in half and then scored in half. And then work out where you want to put your panels. So I'm putting my panel coming in from the side there. There's my 1 card. And then with your other one. Now, I made a mistake here and I wanted to use the Azure Afternoon ribbon. This is why I started this. I had the ribbon on the back of my table, noticed I hadn't used it and wanted to use it. The first card I had already stuck down without applying the ribbon because I'd forgotten all about it because I'm daft. The second card I realised, so I stuck it so it came out from underneath the panel. Okay, so you can stick it with your Seal Plus, your seal, some tape runner. The multi-purpose liquid glue works, but it wiggles for a bit. So I would recommend a tape runner for your ribbon if you're going to be sticking it totally flat. For the other one, I've decided that I'm going to run it over the top of the panel because I did get it out to use this ribbon with. So it's a waste if I don't use it. So I've popped it over the top of the one panel underneath the other. You've seen both, so you can make a decision as to whether you want to put it over the top or underneath and go with that. And then some little faux bows for each one. So you just make the bow in your hand, so much easier. So much easier. And then cut them out so they're ready to adhere to the card. Then you want a sentiment. We've got Hello Friend in this. The fonts are gorgeous. You've got a standard font and then you've got a scroll font. I've made another mistake here. I wonder if you spotted it. I didn't leave myself enough space to punch out my second Hello Friend. So I had to punch myself a blank one and add it to that. This is a double punch. It's the oval punch. So you've got the straight oval and then you've got the scallop, which you can stick on as the background for it. And then you can apply those to your card as a cute sentiment. But before I do, I'm going to be using the elegant trims. This is the Simply Elegant trim. You can get it in silver and gold, and I can't tell you how many of these reels I have bought. I use them on nearly every card. They're gorgeous, really nice. And they just loop really well. So you can see I've created a semi bow behind that one, and then I've stuck the bow on top of that there. The exact same with this one. I'm using the Seal Plus just to stick it down, keep looping it around, and it doesn't matter how messy it looks on the card. That looks messy, right? But as soon as you put the sentiment over the top, you hide the mess and it just gives you the glory at the top, which I love. And then add the bow on using a glue dot. And there we go again. And then all you need to do is just embellish them with your choice. I'm using our metallic enamel effects, but you can use anything. What do you think? How easy and simple and effective is that? You can buy everything at my store, but do please give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this.